So they came here, they played the wheel, landed on their number, and they won. Okay, well, being good Americans, they decided to go for it again. They had to get Joe's permission because now you're getting into bigger sums. Joe's like, sure, they're not going to go again. They're not going to hit the number twice. Spun again, hit the number again. So then they're like, okay, we want to go a third time. Joe's like, I need my money back. You know, at this point, I need my money. So there's no way. Spun again, needless to say, they hit again. They scooped up their winnings and decided to take leave at that point. Joe decided that they were cheating, of course, because he wants his money back. Took off after them, came out into the street, shot one of the gentlemen. The other one, he shot at, but he went over the edge of the hill. So he went back in to get a couple guys. They went down.
Get a posse.
Yeah. I don't know if it was quite that bad. A couple buddies. So went down around, and when they got there, they didn't find him. They saw some blood, but he was nowhere to be found. Rumor has it, story has it, he showed up in Vegas, surprisingly for a gambler, right? About a year later, shot again. This time he was dying, and he told his friend he did not bring back all the gold from Calico. It's still under the big rock. If you find the big rock, remember who told you the story.
Whoa.
We have people looking. This building is our print shop. It's been our print shop for a long time. Not necessarily back in the day, but it has been here for a long time. Children report hearing and seeing a gentleman in the back of this still working. There's no gentleman that works in there, and there's no printing press anymore that works, but you'll still hear sounds of that going on in there. Well, we don't have too much going on right now. This is actually, it's not from Calico, but it is from the same time period, a barber pole.
Oh, nice.
Now the barber in town was an important guy, because sometimes you didn't have a doctor.
The dentist and the surgeon.
He was everything.
Yep.
You had something wrong with you, you went to the barber. A little scary.
Yeah.
But, so needless to say, a lot of their towels and stuff were bloody by the end of the day, for various reasons. So they would wash them out, wring them out, and they would wrap them around the pole to dry. That's where we get the red and white pole for a barber.
Oh.
I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
But on this one, on this one, you can actually see that because once you wrap the towels around it so long every day, it actually indented it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, of course, we've probably painted it red since then, but that's where it originally came from, was a red and white pole you knew was the barber. Yeah. Well, to me, that'd be a reason to go the other way.
Yeah.
The only kind of almost not nice ghost we had a gentleman that was in here. This is a one room, it's a little museum, they have a few little things in here. He was standing in the doorway facing outward. There's no back door. There was no one else in there. All of a sudden he felt something, and he looks, and there's a little knob, like off of a dresser, little knob, that just hit him.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't know where it came from. But that's that's our only kind of not happy ghost. Yeah. Right up here is what's called the sheriff's office. This is also another place that Tumbleweed hangs out a lot, because this is where he would have hung out back in the day. So he's been seen here. There's all kinds of stuff over here. Alright, up and around here. Sorry, I'll probably take longer than our normal tour just because I talk a lot. So. And I don't have to worry about it, so. Yeah. You tired of listening to me, just tell me. Did anyone come here a long time ago when this was an opera house? Or a little?
No.
Me either. Every once in a while I meet people that have. In here used to be like a little playhouse like kind of thing, where they had a little stage and you could watch a little show, and they had like any good theater is going to have a ghost story, right? So there was a lady who was all dressed in her finery up on stage dancing, fell off the back of the stage and passed away. To this day, the employees in here, in the glass cases, will see her reflection.
Oh my God, what was that?
The cat.
Just the wind.
That's what you think.
A lot of noise for wind, actually.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
Right when you started
It's
talking
that
about
pole,
her.
it's that
Oh.
wind.
Yeah, it's that little thing,
Oh,
but
okay.
It hasn't rung at all since we've been here until she started talking about the lady.
Yeah, and it's not usually something that I hear on our tours either. It's not that windy out though.
No, it's not. Yeah.
I've been up here with
Not that windy. It's
wind,
carrying the
trust me.
flag, Andrew.
That's a flag, not a steel cable.
Um,
Just believe, Jesus.
no, so I always lose track of where I'm in the story. Anyways, they see
The lady that
they
fell
see
off
her-
the thing.
Yeah, they
Big
see her
glass
reflection, so they'll see her and they'll look up to greet someone because sometimes we have people in character and stuff, and she's not there. We also had a ghost tour. This was several years ago, and a gentleman had walked up the stairs and had filmed through those windows before there was curtains on it. And when he reviewed it back, there was actually a head floating across the room.
Ew.
Yeah, and they
She wasn't
compared.
decapitated or beheaded, was she?
Yeah,
Oh.
no, she wasn't.
Oh.
But when they compared.
Well,
No one
yeah,
has a
but
cell
not-
phone. They want to
not
take
as-
pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Daniela, on it.
Have a flash for that?
I mean, I know you're taking pictures too, but you know.
Here.
When they compared the image of what they saw, they looked very much like John King. This was at one time where John King's office was.
And that was the owner of Calico, right?
He was, no,
Or he owned the mine.
yes,
Yes.
he owned the Silver King.
That's right.
Which was the biggest producing mine. So I mean, sure, he thought he owned the town.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Let's be real here.
Oh my god, you guys, all the dispatchers are gonna love this.
Like batteries, like fresh batteries will
What'd you
just
say?
like not
It was
work
like this?
anymore.
I said all the dispatchers at work are gonna love this.
This building, this wall right here says assaying. There was an assay office in this area, general area here. This wall is original to the 1800s. It actually came from Daggett, which is the little town behind you with all those lights right there. Walter Knott brought it up when he was restoring the town. Walter restored the town from 1950 to 1966. In 1966, he donated the town to the county of San Bernardino, who still operates the land. The different businesses are all owned by different people.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to be able to do that.
Okay, we'll stop here. We don't know why our popcorn wagon is haunted. We don't have real clear records of what was in this area.
Oh my goodness, look at that clown.
Oh, Megan, don't look at it.
Oh,
Megan, don't look
why
at
did
it.
you point that out?
Well,
Because
what?
he totally winked at me when he put the light on.
Someone's gonna get hit pretty soon.
Yeah.
We have reports in here. There's a little room behind here too. The cups will move. There's been reports that the popcorn turns on by itself. It has not done that for me during a ghost tour yet. I keep waiting. I'm like, okay, we're here. Different reports of different things being moved around in here too. We do in this general area have sounds of harmonica playing too. So perhaps the assay office, maybe that was something that they did while they were, working.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't have a whole lot of
The assay
entertainment.
I don't- Dumb question, but what's an assaying office?
Oh, sorry. See, I just start to assume things. The assay office is where you go with your board or your findings.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they would tell you
Cash
what's
out.
worth and yeah.
Yeah.
Right here we have a correct period hearse wagon.
Oh.
This was donated to the town. It's not original to the town. We really didn't have enough money in this town to warrant having something like this. You had to be very wealthy. So you know, San Francisco, big cities like LA, they would have hearse wagons.
Oh my goodness, there's a coffin in there, you guys.
No, we're not kidding. Look at it.
Yeah, there is.
Like Disneyland.
Oh, go take a picture. Go take your picture, Daniel. Andrew, go take a picture.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm waiting for this
No,
to
Randy's back there, Randy.
Huh?
No, right there.
Where? Oh, right there? Right here, right, the little cutouts.
Yes. Go get behind the cutout.
No. Yeah, I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead, here.
Sorry, what
Perfect size.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Are you ready?
down, there you go.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Okay, try again.
Because it's possessed.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that's better.
Probably rather spooky.
Is it really big?
Yeah, dude, look at this.
about down at the bottom. So some of these tools are the ones that were dug up when they dug out the footings for that building. Transit. That just always amazes me. Does it feel warm?
Yeah.
Like a fire after you put it out, but it's still kind of warm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We also get reports of people seeing a gentleman still working in there.
You just click away.
But that is what we generally feel in this area. Alright, we're going up a little bit here. There's your ghost right over there.
It's official. We saw a ghost.
I think there's actually two, too. I did not think so. They were there way before we did. I don't know why she does Like, do you have a larger size one, please?
There's like, they gotta get like 3 of them put together.
Yeah. Now, Lucy Lane, she kept like a diary or memoirs when she was growing up. They recently republished those. They're a little bit of a hard read because they kind of jump all over.
Right.
But it's interesting because it comes from her own, it's her words. She talks about in there, we used to have some of the miners, most of the miners in town lived in tents. They were kind of a quick in, did their stuff, they left. It wasn't really times to build houses and stuff like that. Over in East Calico, that way a little bit, is where the families lived. Families didn't live here on Main Street. We had 22 saloons, and brothels, and so they weren't living here. So they lived over there. But a lot of the miners that were single, just kind of moving through, had tents. So we had a tent city down in this area. Well, when it rains here, it floods. It doesn't rain often, but when it does, it floods.
Right. Yeah.
Everything. So she talks about in her book that was their entertainment when it rained. They would all come up and they would watch all the miners come scrambling up out of trying to get away from
well,
the
because they could
stormwater.
drown too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, that was pretty sad. That was your entertainment.
Yeah.
I usually tell kids, be thankful.
It's kind of like when the
Yeah,
rats get out of the subway, you know, like.
Yeah. I don't want to see rats.
What is that?
The mystery spot? I mean, yeah, I think that's what we call it.
The mystery spot.
You guys need to come back during the day. No. When you can see.
Yeah, we should have bought brighter flashlights.
Should about like 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a lantern next time. By the path, huh?
Okay. Now, yes, we're another popcorn wagon. We did not have activity up here at all until about the end of 2011. Middle of the day, it was about 2:30, 2:45. The ladies that work in the old miner, they have the key to this too. No one's ever in here, it's empty. They have some supplies in this room. They look out the window, and there's a window on the side of this building. We're going to look at it in just a minute. And they see someone in the window. Well, no one's supposed to be in there. So she gets the key, she walks on over, opens up the door. There's nobody in there. Okay, so she needs to get back to work. She still sees the image in the window. She takes out her cell phone, snaps a photo of it. Yes, I have the photo with me. It's the best shot we've ever seen. It's crazy. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually walk across the bridge. When we do, though, I'm going to ask you to keep all your senses aware. And I want to know if anyone has any experiences when we get to the other side.
First sucker?
I went first last time.
Okay, well then bring up the rear.
Well,
Can I count for going?
go. Heard a swing.
Anybody anything?
I thought I heard a swing, like a swing set.
No, it's usually children. I've had 2 separate children, 2 separate children pick it up.
Well,
There's a
yeah.
little bit of like pressure.
Well, there was another brothel under us, so, and a tents too. So it's possible to have different experiences. The one that is most common is the smell of roses, and that we believe is from the brothel.
You know, I totally get that smell. Remember I told you my cousin Nancy when she died, the
yeah.
smell of roses was just really strong.
Mhm.
And every once in a blue, I don't have very many roses in my house, obviously, and I just get that rush of roses. Crazy.
Yeah. So that comes back from the rose water. So if I had 2 children, I would say between the ages of 8 and 11. So they would have no reason to know that have actually picked up on that. Why did you say that? That window right there.
Okay.
Remember I said it was in the middle of the day. We do believe this is possibly Johnny. Johnny is another ghost that we have named. He does tend to hang out at the top part of town here. We believe that because of the size in the photo, and if you look, you know how you wear the little vest and it has a little like VW thing right here? You can kind of see that in the photo. Oops, not the right way. We've tried to recreate it. We've come back at the same time of day. But there was nobody in there. There never is anybody in there. But you can see the shadows on the things. It was the middle of the day when this was done. So the town's active all the time. It's not necessarily a nighttime thing. Yeah, but you can see the little V down there. And possibly kind of a hat too on it. Him
He's looking down.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the craziest shot. I'm like, you are giving me that photo, right? Okay, we're gonna walk this way. Be careful because it's really dark outside. Oh, the boys look here.
Whoa, are you okay?
You okay, Max?
Yeah, watch your step.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
Yours is. That is our schoolhouse. That is a 1/3 replica of what was originally there. So the other one was 2/3 times bigger. We don't walk over there. They don't like us to cross the bridge at night for whatever reason. We just humor them. But actually, we can see better from here, anyways. This is, if you do get to come back during the day, anytime you go over and visit it, you can't go inside, but just hanging out outside.
Right.
It is one of our most active areas in town.
It's gotta be, because remember you said like kids aren't, they don't
Right.
have their guard up as much, so they probably would be fast to come back.
They say that back in the day, like they didn't have bridges or stuff, so they didn't like their kids that much,
No.
So they made them walk to school. You had to walk down gullies and up gullies and
Oh
everything
my
else.
goodness.
Well,
Wow.
a little girl had died on the way to school. She had fallen. And she gets reported a lot being seen over there and being felt. Like you'll feel like a hand on your shoulder, especially kids. We have a report of a little boy that likes to play on the roof, as little boys do. But the little girl does get seen and felt a lot by kids. We had a group of tourists one time. This had happened a long time ago. That were over there. Back in the day, they used to leave it open before we all liked to vandalize things and stuff.
Right.
You could go inside and look around. Sometimes they even had a worker in there, dressed in period clothing that would talk to you. Back when they had money. So they had a group of tourists. They were over there. They spoke with the teacher that was in there for a long time. Took a picture with her. Really had a great time. As they were leaving town, they stopped at the park office and they said, thank you so much for having that open and having her in there. It was really neat. Have everybody in there.
Whoa!
Yeah. So they got out some of the old books that they had and they flipped through them. And they actually pointed out who it was, and it was one of the school teachers that was here. When they developed the film, it was film, of course. They did develop the film later. There was an empty spot where she would have been standing. Yeah, it always gives me the chills when I tell that story. But we have several reports of feeling different and stuff when you're over there. This is where a lot of times the batteries will die. And we've actually just even from this distance had that happen during our ghost tours when people are filming and stuff. They'll have their cell phones or their batteries die. We were standing here one time with our flashlights aimed over there, and you could actually see the door open and then close, which was kind of cool.
And it's locked normally,
Yeah,
right?
it's locked.
Oh my
Yeah, you can't
goodness.
get into it.
Power's locked, right? You said
Yeah.
we can't go in there anymore?
No. They also have, through the windows, a report of an orb, like an orange orb, that floats around towards the front where the chalkboard is, and then goes back to the middle into there's kind of a little room right there where the belt room is, and disappears in there. So it is really one of our active areas. Yeah. Crazy. Okay, we're gonna walk back up this way. Watch your step because we'll go from dirt to asphalt. Our dirt's not even wrong. My batteries are dying.
It's coming.
That's probably just for me using it.
Flashlight towards you.
I really am a big fraidy cat. I try to act tough, but if something falls, I'm running. I'm just right. Forget you guys.
For all of us, right? To get away from it.
I'm the faster flyer, Andrew. You first.
Alright, we're gonna walk down just a little bit.
Oh, those steps look pretty crazy. Did I take you to mine?
That's the exit of the mine, right? That's where you get down from. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they were investigating today?
Yeah, they're in there till probably about midnight, 11, 12.
Well,
They get grants and stuff like that to do this? Or?
No, it's just like groups.
Okay.
There's a lot of like paranormal, like just friends that kind of get together and they start a group and they go different places. They said they just did Tombstone, the Birdcage Theater, which is supposed to be super active. Oh, they just did that one. They did, sometimes they'll do like local houses and stuff too, or like ones that report. But really nice group. They're out of, actually they're from all over Southern California. This is our sweet shop. Remember I talked about Johnny? This is where Johnny likes to hang out. There was an employee, she's out here sweeping, little kid runs up, runs into her, enough that it, she, and runs into the store. Well, she wasn't really having any of that. She's like, no, you're not gonna be running around, messing around in the store. So she goes in to scold him. There's nobody in there. There's no back door. She asked the other employee, where'd the little boy go? But there wasn't anybody. So he's been seen several times here by different employees. He's just a little boy, 11, 12, running around, having fun. There is an apartment above it. I'm trying to look up there.
oh.
It's been used by different people over the years. At one time, there was some people staying there for a period of time, and they kept having problems with things being in different places when they left and came back.
It is quite the door. Is that a door? Sorry to interrupt,
No.
but oh, okay.
It's just decorative, I guess. Probably used to say something. So one time they were kind of getting tired of their stuff being moved around, or feeling like their stuff being moved around. And they said, we're living here now. Please stop moving our stuff around. And they did. Stop moving it around.
Feel dizzy?
Okay, now I know it was just on the other day because I had to watch it. Does anybody watch it? Though I did not see it on there, so I think they lied to us. But the Tremors, they just had like a Tremors. Oh God, it was horrible. You ever watch Tremors at all? One? Yeah.
Was that with the big worms?
Yeah. Well, they made 4 and they got worse. Okay. But the 4th one was based in the 1880s town, and they used Calico to film a lot of it.
Oh wow.
Like the schoolhouse. I'm like, that's a schoolhouse! So like we're all freaking out when we're watching it.
Oh.
Strap. They didn't strap it up. They said that this was where they did the telegraph from, though we did not see that in the movie. And I was really irritated because we always tell people that. But that's where that sign came from, was when they did the filming here. We don't have much hauntings here. We don't really have stories from this area, so it must have been a rather boring area. This is where the original mortuary was. You would think we would actually have stories from here. But I think because people were gone already and this wasn't a place that they would have been attached to, the mortuary so much, it would have been where they lived or worked or passed away. So all we really get here is people reporting feeling sadness, kind of a depression or sadness.
What? Oh my God. From coming down here, I started feeling like a letdown. You know, like when you come off a sugar high. I started feeling, oh man, I'm starting to get like really tired, and I'm kind of feeling bummed, and oh my God, that's so weird.
Yeah, it'll shake off when we get past. But that's the report we do get from here.
Oh my God, it's so creepy.
You got your $10, my girl.
Because I remember I was saying that I started feeling
Yeah.
dizzy. I started feeling dizzy,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I want to be at home right now.
Now, when
or
the
like,
ghosts want to, drain your batteries and your stuff, because they're trying to pull energy to do stuff. They will actually pull energy from people too. So you can feel real tired real quickly.
Wait a minute. In that photo, weren't both of his hands down? Like, wasn't he like?
No.
No.
He's gonna make up something. Next time, and a photo chain. You're like, I made that story. No. They also say this actually was in the movie, this whole thing, but they had there was different signs up here that said whatever town they were in or whatever it was. But so this was actually in the movie too. That we did see. I'm like, look, it's the gold panning. I don't know who we were yelling at closest to us, but we were excited about it. We always talk about it, but we never seen it. Over this way, this is where the hotel is. That is not an original hotel. There was not a hotel there. There was believed to be a tent red light district over there.
Wow.
Right here, yeah. It's bad enough already now I'm in a tent.
Yeah.
Right here.
Swampy.
You can take your business wherever you want.
Yeah.